Hey, hon.
Hey. Hi, YouTube. How are you?
Good to see you up and moving.
Yeah, I've been sick for pretty much since, well, for a week at this point.
Yeah.
I
Autoimmune
decided
stuff,
I would
huh?
come out and walk around and harvest some squash because I didn't do it yesterday. And yeah, there's a few that are quite big, but they're still edible.
Yeah, I saw that.
But, well, the big orange ones are the seed-saving ones. I just took them off the plant.
Yeah.
Because they're done. Their skin is hard. They're as done as they're going to be. So now I just got to either let them dry like I did last year and just leave it and let the whole squash dry out like a dang gourd, or scoop them out. I'll probably scoop them out because that whole dry the whole squash out thing was an accident. I did not do that on purpose. I just got lucky. You know? So now I'm pruning tomatoes. It's like the sad tomato year. But we have a blushing tomato.
Do we? Let's see it. Look at these, man. Majors all over.
Look, this is the blushing one.
Ah. I see that.
See? Yay!
It's pretty awesome.
We're on our way to getting ripe tomatoes. We're on our way. Hip, hip, hooray. Yay, I've been dying to try these things. Hattie has licked every truss of tomato on this plant. And I'm ready for some homegrown maters. But look at the beans. The beans are over the trellis.
Down the bean aisle.
See, all the way over.
Oh, it did stretch all the way over.
Well, I just finished winding it back because it was sticking up. You know how it'll stick up. And look, I've let them grab onto this.
Yeah, I see that.
And I've done the same thing up here. And I've let it grab here. So we're gonna have beans every which way.
And they're blooming.
I know they're blooming. See, look.
Yeah.
Beautiful beans, beautiful bean blossoms. I'm in a singing mood. Can you tell? When am I not? All right.
I know everything's flowering down here, but I still need mold it because we're gonna have beans. There ain't no doubt about that.
I know. And the thing about it is, you're doing it in the evening, and the pollen and by now honeybees and the pollinators are going back home for the night, and it's time for all the bad bugs to come out. So hopefully by the morning with the dew and everything, it won't hinder them.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I told you I saw a worm on our kale over there,
Yep,
so.
Yep, it's probably a cabbage mold.
It's exactly what it is.
Look at all those blooms, aren't they beautiful?
I know, we're gonna have the beans.
They're yellowy creamy, they're not white, they're yellowy creamy. These are the black
mountain beans.
These are greasy beans, that's what I call them.
Yeah.
But my TP's finally covered up.
Yeah?
I just gotta
see
pull
that.
my calendula out. I pulled some of it out earlier, and now I'm gonna have to pull the rest of this out, but I'm gonna wait till in the morning so I can take all these flower heads that are fresh. Oh, look at this cool zinnia. Look at this zinnia. It struggled, it fell over, but I kind of like the way it looks.
It looks like a sea anemone.
Yeah, isn't that neat? And I know it's just because it was struggled and was stunted and got knocked down in a storm, and so that's why I tied it up to the trellis. But I just love how it came out, that pale pink and these squirrely little blossoms.
Yeah, it's strange.
I love it. I wish that I could make one do that on purpose. Oh man, those look nice.
Yeah, they do. Mystery plant.
They're all mysteries because I screwed them up so bad.
We do it every year.
I know, and every year I always think that won't happen to me next year. But it happened with the Dr. Watchies and the cherry tomatoes. So how I got confused on these is the labels came off the things, the containers. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm using to tie up my tomato plants, this is just floral tape from the dollar store, like you would, you know, wrap cut flowers to make boutonnieres or whatever. It works great. It's paper. I don't know that it's biodegradable, but since it's paper, one would think it would be. So that's what I used last year and this year. Now, if you grow an absolute ton of tomatoes, like hundreds of plants, you wouldn't want to use this because it would take you forever. But because we have a small garden, and I tried it last year and it worked, so I just buy up a bunch of it when I'm at the dollar store. I like it better than the hay bale and twine I've used.
Well, it's thicker and it doesn't eat into your plant.
Yeah, well, it's designed for plants, you know, to be able to do what plants do. Now then, I feel like you've got a little more support, don't you? Because we struggle with Cherokee purples, and they always are really small plants themselves. They never like take off like that one or these guys. So I'm thinking this is probably a Cherokee purple. Do you need to be tied? Are you happy? What do you want to do? You want to stay over there? Stay over here. Where are you going? I don't know. I think I'll just leave him. He doesn't need to be tied.
Yeah, I'll finish off the blueberries and blackberries tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then we'll make some jam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look how red the berries on the asparagus are. You can see them from here.
Looky. Yep. But the other two died back, the fruit that set the fruit, and they didn't make it, so hopefully that one will make it.
And that is the white pumpkin.
Yes, that Miss Linda gave us. And seeing you can tell, it's got some deficiency. It's so yellow looking.
This is the newer part of the garden.
Well, I know that, but see, look how good that plant looks so much better than that one.
Well, it might be also because it's a white pumpkin plant.
Might be a little more finicky and might be a little different color, because even the leaves are slightly different. This is a more toothed leaf, more trident, and that's like more of a heart. What is this? Oh, that's the pumpkin coming through there. I'm like, we got lamb's ear over here, because all I saw was this fuzz. Look at this giant plantain.
That is a big old plantain.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's the broadleaf.
That's the broadleaf.
It is beautiful.
I love it. I mean, it's like it looks like a dang hosta, doesn't it? It's big as a hosta.
That's what I thought it was.
Yep, it's not. It's
big.
It is broadleaf plantain. Really started farming. It looks better than it did.
The little blueberry
Yeah.
in the back
Yeah.
finally gave us a blueberry, and it was amazing.
See, look at the trellis. You can see how big and beany leafy it is.
Beany leafy.
Green bean leafy one.
So how much squash do we have right now?
A lot. Probably.
We gave some away.
I get about 4 a day. I gave 12 away. No, 8 away. Probably got 10 or 12 now with what we harvested.
We'll fry
today.
them all up and we'll have a big squash.
Yeah, there's something else I was
feast.
thinking about doing with them too. But
Make some bread.
I don't know if you can make bread out of yellow squash.
I don't know. If you can do zucchini, and yellow squash is much tastier, I think.
I love yellow squash. It's my favorite.
I'd try it. I've had bread with cauliflower in it, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, I love that yellow.
Let's check that thing out. And the garden's going to expand even further this year. Every year it expands further and further.
Well, hopefully this year we're going to expand it using the chickens. Just build them a pen right alongside the garden and let them till.
Yeah, let them do all the work. Yeah.
And then once, you know, and then that plot where they're at now will be our next year annual garden.
Yep, that's the plan.
And I would like, also I think pumpkins would do good right there.
Yeah, I think they would.
I mean, think about the volunteer pumpkin where we got our first jack-o'-lantern pumpkin seeds. The volunteer that showed up in our yard and we wondered what the heck it was, and I told you not to mow it down till it fruited. Then I was convinced it was a watermelon.
Yeah.
So then we picked a green one and got over.
I knew it wasn't.
And Chris goes, "This is not a watermelon."
Yeah, I said, I don't think that's a watermelon.
I mean,
You never know. Yeah,
look at what a lot green pumpkin
Yeah,
is.
I mean the squash families all look the same.
I mean, it's getting big. This is a sugar pumpkin, okay? And it was like a darker green than that. You know, like a lime green. And you know how you can get those watermelons that are not stripy at all. They're just solid green. One of my friend's dads always grew those. And so I thought, well, maybe it's one of those. I wanted it to be a watermelon bad. But it was jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. And we still have seeds from that pumpkin. We didn't grow them this year because we had Homestead rewind pumpkins. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to have a lot of pie pumpkins. Oh, there's another one down there.
Oh yeah.
There's a baby up
Did you
here.
check all
That
the
one
other
don't
ones?
look too great. It looks like it's dampening off. It's kind of squishy. Did I what?
Some of the ones hiding on the inside. I haven't looked at those
I
yet.
haven't either. Maybe I should do that. Oh, that don't look very good.
Oh no.
Well, it's just wonky.
Oh, it's not
To
terrible.
me, it's wonky. And then there's a dark green one. Isn't that weird?